The B-side in boxing.
B-side shit.
B-side.
B-side.
And the B-side.
You got a B-side.
The B-side.
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 That B-side thing.
This is the B-Sides Boxing Podcast.
All right, that's running. All right. Boxing B-Sides. We are back to talk the fights. Holy shit, boys. Another week. More fights to talk. Josh, Saul, how goes it?
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Oh, you know what's going to be fantastic? Sunday, June 14th. UFC Freedom 250. Can you believe it?
Can I say something off the record?
Sure.
Okay, I genuinely think there's gonna be like something going on with that, dude.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be a false flag.
You think? Yeah,
You were already going in the show. I thought it. I wasn't gonna say it because this is a professional environment, but
I wanted to take that off the record.
Yeah, I'll blur it out somehow.
Yeah, and we all know why. I don't want to say why, but we all know why.
He's gonna put AI text over it that says the exact timestamp it'll happen at and Saul's address, so we can know, so authorities can contact him.
You guys feel the same way, right?
I think something is going to happen, yes.
Obviously, it's never like they've been trying to. This has been happening for weeks on the White House lawn, so.
But
It's only they should slime Colby Covington and no one else.
UFC Freedom 250, we have, just to give you the rundown of the card and what I am not an expert, like the show is called Ultimate Effin' Casuals. It used to be called Ultimate Effin' Casual in the singular. The Effin' Casual was me, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I still don't. So, let's see. We got Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia at 145 pounds. Bo Nickel versus Kyle Duckhouse at 185 pounds. Mauricio Hufi versus Michael Chandler at 155 pounds. Josh Hokett versus Derek Lewis. This one should be fun. At 265 pounds. Sean O'Malley versus Ayman Zahabi at 135. Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gane at 265. This is for the interim title. And Ilia Topuria, the 155-pound champ, versus Justin Gaethje, the interim champ. I will say one thing, that Ilia Topuria, the champ, Justin Gaethje was made interim champ. They're consolidating it within one fight. That's pretty cool.
How funny would it be if Cyril Gane, they have another no contest because of a
eye poke,
like a eye poke, poke,
double finger gouge.
Yeah, like gouging. I was gonna say poke. A poke does not leave you with like half blindness like it did to Aspinall.
He used a Viltrumite special.
Oh my god.
Something that I've noticed in my time as I've ramped up to being a bit more of a multi-sport fan, not being as much of a boxing snob as I used to be, that ONE FC does not have eye poke problems. PFL does not have eye poke problems.
It's the gloves.
Ryzen does not have eye poke problems.
Yeah, Ryzen's like no rules and they still don't have eye poke problems.
You could straight up kick a dude's head, like soccer kick a dude's head while he's on the ground, and that's acceptable.
Listen, I'm all for that in MMA. Like I like the old Pride rules because it's like that's
anything
the
goes.
Point. That's the point. That being said, oh no, that was a Brazilian card. I remember that got the like zero contact low to be a rule. I think it was John Grant Jr. who kept reaching into the other guy's trunks and just like
muscle gouging.
Yeah, basically.
Ugh.
Like I remember because I remember watching a documentary on like rule changes in MMA, and like one of the big ones is like it went anything goes. Like you could go nut shots until it was a grapple heavy fight, and he just literally kept reaching into his opponent's trunks and just like squeezing and crushing.
Yikes.
And I was like, yeah, okay, the rule. Yeah, it checks out that the rule got made. Yeah.
I say it all the time, and it's a phrase that I learned in the military. Is like rules are written in blood.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can't reach into some dude's trunks and grab it and twist. why would you do that? But yeah, Freedom 250. We'll be talking about it over on MMA's Ultimate Effin' Casuals. Into some not so fun notes, but I feel they're important. bxng.co/survey. I want to hear what you think about the titles. How do you rank them in terms of prestige? Which do you perceive to be more corrupt, etc.? And last bit, the Muhammad Ali Boxing Revival Act has left committee in the Senate. However, that does not mean that we still can't do anything about it. If you go to lvxmedia.net/b-sides, you can find the contact information for your senators, and I have a guide on what to say. If you already know, cool. If not, use my blurb. But let your senators know what you think, that this legislation sucks. It creates more problems than it solves. And that's it. lvxmedia.net/b-sides. All right, into the news. Netflix is interested in hosting Inoue vs. Bam. I cannot help but be excited. Number one, the little guys are getting some recognition here. Number two, boxing is getting some recognition here. Overall, I tried to reserve use of the term for fights that genuinely deserve it. I feel this is a case where this is a super fight. I'm way too excited for this.
And also the fact that they're talking about it with Netflix, it feels like the
Netflix,
negotiations going pretty well.
Netflix is the sign that it will happen and will be a super fight, because Netflix only picks up these novelty events.
Well, it's a
If
super
they
fight
know
for
that-
sure in Japan.
Well, if
I mean,
they know
it's-
if Netflix knows they're gonna make a bag, they're gonna jump
They're
on
gonna
it.
take it, yeah.
Because even Jake Paul Anthony Joshua was such a Netflix sees dollar signs at Jake Paul comeuppance. All of Netflix events are obvious dollar signs that they just nudge over the finish line to get the money.
Here's the platform. You already have the product. We're not interested in
Yeah,
meddling with that.
no. It would be nice if they were. Netflix is a very convenient platform for boxing.
Would be nice if they got more, but we got to deal with the zone.
What do you mean? We have Paramount Plus too,
Oh boy.
an even worse streaming service because there's nothing on it.
You can watch all of Taylor Sheridan's work.
I'll have you know. Oh shit! What was it called? Tom Hardy, Pierce Brosnan, Mobland.
Yeah,
It was a pretty good show. I have not watched anything else on Paramount Plus besides my, as I call it, my professional interest in MMA and boxing as well. I watch Zuffa. I watch UFC because I have to. Why do I do this to myself? But yeah, we got Netflix interested in hosting Inoue vs. Bam. I would love to see what kind of undercard they cook up for that. Of course, they're gonna put other Ohashi guys on it. But
Give me Jin Sasaki on all the undercard fights.
oh man, if they don't put Jin Sasaki on there, because you want a knockout, it's a guaranteed knockout.
Hey, there wasn't a knockout last time, and it was even better.
Well, a pleasant disappointment.
Oh yeah, just run that fight back. Actually, I'm not even.
Won't say no to that. Maybe I'll be able to
No.
watch it this time. Jamal Charlo is going to be returning on the Spence Zoo undercard. Opponent TBD.
Oh man. What is he fighting at 168 now?
I believe so.
What's his deal? Okay. It's not gonna be anyone good.
I guess, bro. That's my
I guess,
reaction to that.
I guess.
I guess, bro.
I like Jermel a lot more at this point in time. And even then,
It's a low bar.
Let's see Charlo versus Charlo.
and I think Jermel washes the younger one too. I think Jermel washes Jermel. But, you know, these guys are the definition of potential, man. They peaked and then they did nothing.
Jermel got paid and then
Jermel got-
fucked off.
Yeah, but even then, he beat Castano. He stopped Castano. Gap. Washed by Canelo, got paid. Fucked off. Like,
You gotta
I mean,
respect it. He
Jermel-
got his money left.
Jamal is the one I really take issue with because 160 was so empty. I genuinely believe Jamal could have beaten anyone at 160
He could have ran the division for some time.
because he would have gone through Lara and Janibek and Eubank for the 3 fights. He was a contender there. Adames, like, he would have ran through that division, and he'd probably still be the guy right now if he stayed on the horse.
He would have moved up to 68 and gotten a payday against Canelo as well.
For sure. Or even Crawford. Crawford could have stuck around to make that defense
Yeah.
because, you know, Crawford low-key dipped out because no one wanted to pay him.
Yeah, who's going to drop like 50 mil?
Because he's still not a star. He was never a star. He was great, but he was never a star that could bring the money he always wanted. So, there would have been so much more to his career, and we would have had such an interesting 160 division. And now it's speculation now.
Speaking of speculation, Adrian Broner looking at making a comeback, and Chris Eubank is the alleged op.
This is such a bummy fight, dude. I'm sorry. I can't. That's horrible.
No, honestly, I I've always liked Broner on paper. Not because he's a good person, but because he's like a Rolly character. I encourage him staying in boxing instead of killing himself with alcohol. And he's just a character. Like, what other boxer has gotten in trouble with literally everyone, from Al Heyman to the Italian mob to the NBA to the FBI, and now he's on like kick streams. Like, he's a character. I do like having him around, and it's not like, yes, he's washed, but how bad did Eubank look last time out? At the same weight class he's gonna fight Broner at, by the way. Like, I don't mind it.
Adrian Broner's back in the rap studio, I'll have you know.
You ever actually listen to his music?
Yes, I have. It's not very good.
He has like one okay song, but like I was also 15, and it was the only thing listenable to 15-year-old me.
I liked of his music. The one that I liked was Jesse Owens.
Hmm.
That was it. Run the
Yeah.
race, Jesse Owens. Every time I see AB, like he comes up a lot on my social media feed.
Yeah, because he's hanging out with,
A famous
the Great, I
streamer.
think.
Yeah.
but he's such a fun character there too because he's harmless. He's a character now. Like that's what I mean. Like when he was in his boxing days, and it'd be like, oh, this is a serious problem, like a DUI or whatever. Okay, but here it's like he seems very like he's matured to a 20-year-old from a 16-year-old. You know, like the frontal lobe is there at least a little bit, where he won't just go
Hold
crazy.
on a second. I am
I've-
pretty sure.
My favorite clip I've seen right now is the one where he's in the kitchen, like he looks like a ball, like a circle with legs, and he teaches Dean the Great how to throw a pull counter, and he's like, "No, you're doing it wrong." And then we have the eye for it because we watch boxing or have done boxing, but just the speed that he does that is like, holy fuck.
He still got it.
No, he doesn't still have it. It's so ingrained. It's impressive, but it's also like, damn. No one remembers that this guy was on pound for pound lists and that he's a 4-division champ.
Everybody just remembers the Marcos Maidana fiasco.
Yeah, it goes Marcos Maidana, and then him getting fucking bullied on like Country Box or whatever the fuck was, Triller or Don King. Don King was a Don King show. But like, you know, he actually didn't look that horrible against Mikey Garcia either. Like,
It wasn't a great performance.
yeah, but
wasn't-
consider
Wasn't awful.
the average Mikey Garcia opponent at this time. Like,
Did better than Lipinets, at least.
oh, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. By like, he's almost matured to like having a frontal lobe that is developed.
Well, if you believe the conspiracies, just need a little bit of magic mushrooms, and that'll help you develop it.
You know, there are studies that the psilocybin does help with, you know, certain aspects of like rebuilding bridges in your brain or
Yeah.
mental illness and stuff. Yeah,
I've
so
heard the same.
it's possible.
The
But
the studies are real. I believe Oregon and Washington are piloting psilocybin as like a rehab type of drug.
Yeah, but you have to microdose it,
Yes, yes.
and you
Controlled
can't just
dosages.
yeah, like it's not an excuse to just get strung out on magic mushrooms. But if you just want like, oh, Broner,
I look at him because he's about 6 weeks younger than I am. So like whenever I see him like really fucking up, I always think like bro, do you need a grown up? I'll help you out. Like you don't have to pay for anything for me.
no, it's just
You come on the pod, Adrian Broner.
Yeah, dude.
I would want Broner on the pod. I
would love to talk to him. I would love to.
he's such. I need to hear more about how he swindled James Harden.
With the
I would-
loaded dice.
They were so obvious. Like, have you seen the case file pictures where the dice are so like they're so obviously loaded, like because they're these like translucent red dye, and you can see the like weight on the through the like if you stick in the lighting, you can see. How the fuck does this happen? The loaded dice game. Like, how the fuck are you like an NBA player getting scammed at Adrian Broner dice games? Especially with how crazy his like facial hair and build is. Like if you see, and his outfits are like they look greasy as fuck. if you see him walk out to like roll dice at fucking craps, do you not just walk out?
This guy is bad news.
What is he doing?
Let's see here. The WBC has elevated Sky Nicholson to full champion, and she'll be facing Mio Yoshida in her next fight.
Interesting turn of events.
Yeah, WBC
Interesting.
putting their titles onto moneymakers. We talked about that last time with
We did.
the Benavidez fiasco and Mikhailian.
They have to though. In this case, I agree with that. In that case, because it's an anti-Zuffa measure.
Hmm.
It makes
Well,
more
Zuffa,
sense.
I don't even know if Zuffa's gonna have women.
It doesn't
in
look
high
like
places.
it at this
Man,
point.
Dana White didn't even
Yeah.
want women in the UFC. That stuff was made because Ronda Rousey.
Kicking ass.
Yeah.
Kicking too much ass.
I mean, you
can't-
can see how they're slowly like winding down women's divisions in the UFC with how they're not signing as many people on like their full contracts, and like you can see they're starting to wind it up. It's upsetting, but it is what's happening. What else?
Murat Gassiev versus Tony Yoka is in the cards for July 11th. The WBA regular title will be on the line here.
Ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. Murat Gassiev finally got his career together after like 8 years.
No, I'm just saying. I'm mad that Tony Yoka is really getting a shot like this.
It's a nothing belt, man.
Yeah, but come on, it's Tony Yoka though.
Gassiev won
shouldn't
this
be-
off of Kubrat Pulev, and then
shouldn't even be
I
anywhere
remember
near.
Daniel Dubois held this belt because he beat Trevor Bryan in a senior rec center that was leaking from the roof in front of like 6 people. This belt is worth less than dirt. Let's just
This belt
Be
was
exci-
sued back into existence.
by Emmanuel Char. Oh my god.
Who was he
Emmanuel
supposed to
Char.
fight?
He was supposed to fight Trevor Bryan.
Because there was a guy. There's a fight between, I think, is it Manuel Char or Mahmoud Char?
Manuel.
It was Mahmoud.
I think it's Mahmoud.
That's Manuel Char. The Manuel Char and Mahmoud Char are the same people. Manuel is his
Chosen
European
name?
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mahmoud was supposed to fight somebody, and if you mention it to Dan Rayfield, he will block you on social media.
He was supposed to fight Trevor Bryan, but Trevor Bryan is such a like Don King basically, and Bryan's manager did not want Bryan to be cashed out against a no-name German, basically. So that's when it was sued back into existence. Famously, the first fight Char had when it got sued back into existence was a defense against Chris Lovejoy.
Wonderful.
So that was the culmination of it, because I think he got stripped and it ended up going to Bryan, who then lost to Dubois.
I remember the Brian Dubois fight. There was a
Yeah.
fucking banshee in the Miami high school gym, or wherever it is that they were fighting.
Oh, that gets better. Guess who Bryan won that belt off of?
Who's that?
Bermain Stavern.
Oh, fuck.
It gets worse. So the lineage of this
The
belt,
fuck.
and it's been vacant, but Pulev picked it up because
Of
someone
course.
needs to have it.
Of course.
And then Gassiev put him out to pasture. So now we're here. Actually, no.
Now we're
oh,
here.
Sorry, I just saw Pulev won a UD over Char when it opened itself
So
back up.
that's how he got it. Char
That's how he
sued
got
to
it.
get it back, and Pulev took
Lost it. You know, he sued to get it back. Lost it. Trevor Bryan beats Stavern for it. Lost to Dubois. It goes vacant again. Char and Pulev fight for it. Oh, what a beautiful lineage of such a remarkable, important belt for this landscape.
Well, now Tony Yoka is in play for a minor title.
Tony Yoka is not winning this fight. There's no chance.
He shouldn't
I
even be
feel-
anywhere near the minors.
Let's be real.
That came out wrong, I'm sorry.
Gassiev came off of a loss to Otto Wallin for his shot at Pulev.
Gassiev, if like as the adage goes, power's the last thing to go. So maybe Gassiev can still land a ICBM on the Frenchman.
Gassiev is 32, by the way. He was like 25 when he fought Usyk. He just looks. He's just aged very badly. Because I remember when he actually made his move up, I was talking to people like he's been around forever, and I'm like, no, he accelerated very quickly at
He's younger
cruiserweight.
than me. Fuck.
It's like Lubin. You think that
Yeah,
Lubin's
he's just been around
years,
for a
but
long
Just like
time.
Lubin.
Yeah, he's just been around for a long time.
By the way, Cody Yoka is 2 years older than Gassiev.
Damn.
Yoka's 34.
It's okay, Leo. Okay.
I am having an existential crisis at the moment. Well, what are you gonna do? The time stops for no man.
So that's what I mean by like both of these idiots have been around for like Dave Allen has had like 6 career revivals and downfalls, and the time that it's taken Yoka to get here since Yoka fought him. Yoka fought him 8 years ago. So it's like, that's what I mean by like this. This is really a fight of like. This feels like a fight of like geriatrics, and they're like, no, they should be in their prime still.
They should be, especially at heavyweight. Like this is like maybe the tail end of your prime, but nonetheless.
Oh, it's so funny. I love it. For the WBA regular, by the way. So there's a non-zero chance Usyk Gassiev 2 is in play for next year. The long-awaited rematch of a 12-round shutout that happened in 2017.
Can't wait to watch that one.
We will all be seated. 2018 shutout in Moscow. You know how hard it is to shut a Russian fighter out in Moscow? But you know, that's
Especially for a Ukrainian.
Ukrainian shutting out a Russian fighter in Moscow was crazy.
That is wild. That is crazy work.
You know what though? Sometimes I
That's
do.
probably
go
why they
back-
invaded.
Oh my god! Sometimes I
They
go
could have
back
handled
and
that
watch-
loss.
I go back and watch Gassiev Dorticos because it's such a nice little cruiserweight fight, and honestly, I really hope it goes like this, goes like that with Gassiev.
Usyk
There's just
beating Gassiev, and then, like Saul said, that being the catalyst for the invasion. Usyk is from Crimea, and that was the land that they immediately took
oh my
in
god,
the invasion, was Crimea.
brutal.
They had no other choice, honestly.
We have
Yeah,
to
how else?
we got to
if
make
we- to be
Usyk
fair-
Russian.
If Isaac were in power, he would have done the same shit when Canelo lost to Bud.
Annex Omaha.
Troops on the border, trying to get to Omaha. Like, it's the hate's understandable.
Let's roll on.
I love the WBA.
Diego Pacheco is returning on July 18th. Opponent TBD.
It's gonna be a no-name bummy.
Apparently, Matchroom is going to be the promoter for this. I just remember
Really?
Diego Pacheco signing with that new management firm, and then he let his contract with Matchroom expire. He disappeared, like he goes off the radar, and now here he is back with Matchroom.
You know what? I don't care. I just want him to fight Osleys, and like I'm good. Just
Get wrecked.
I just want Osleys to fight fight Lester, fight Osleys. Just get a move on.
Harlem Eubank versus David Papo in London on July 18th. So that's nice.
David Papo has a chance.
That's what we were saying when this fight got announced. Like, Vom, of course, was like, yeah, David Papo could really pull this off. As you would expect, supporting his countrymen. But, seriously, David Papo could fucking pull this off.
Oh, he's got a chance. He's not that bad of a French guy. He has 5 knockouts in 31 fights. That's the only.
He gave
But Harlem,
Liam Paro good work.
yeah, he gave him a better fight.
Hey, you know who
than
else has a
Diaz
low
did.
knockout ratio?
You?
Brunello. Okay, fucker.
No, but the Harlem Eubank can't crack an egg either. So, Papo could really, if Papo gets in control early,
Unless
I
he
don't
gets the
see-
note, the old Chalino. note.
Jolito Sanchez though.
Yeah.
No, he's a French fighter though, so who cares? They will. Often it is their capacity to win fights rather than any corruption.
Where's Papo
Especially-
from?
France.
Oh, well, yeah, France, but where in France?
Saint Nazaire.
Never heard of it. I was thinking
neither.
because
Where in town?
Sarras is from Marseille, which is
Yeah.
like historically it's a seafaring, like a port city. So like pirates used to frequent through there. So I was like, Sarras is a fucking pirate. He's a pirate man. So trying to give Papo the same benefit, but apparently not.
Michael Soro is the example I'll use with like refuse to go away. Like Madrimov still does not have a convincing win over that guy, and it took 2 tries. Because there was the fake knockout that the commission immediately put belt to ass on the referee for, and then there was a technical draw.
Hey, he wasn't in his prime yet, though.
No, what I'm saying with Michael Soro, like there's these guys, these French guys, when they sometimes they just don't want to go away, and they will cause a lot of problems. And honestly, Harlem Eubank is not enough of a prospect for like it to be like your status can carry you. Your status or your like being a step above can carry you. He's just not that.
I feel like his name, though, does give him the ability to carry a decision that he doesn't really deserve.
Perhaps.
Like they're bringing in a somewhat recognizable Frenchman for the sake of being beaten by a Brit, but like
Fair.
I really think this is like a little bit higher of a level of Munguia picking Sarras, thinking it's like
Yeah.
an easy scalp, but this is like Harlem Eubank picking David Papo is the gap is smaller between the two of them. But rolling on, Richardson Hitchens, likely opponent Ricardo Salas on Hitchens' Zuffa debut on July 26th.
We
At what weight was this going to be at?
47.
Gonna be at 140 or 147?
37.
Man,
Yeah,
He moved
I
up.
can't-
Why?
he had to.
Zufa.
He wasn't even good at 140. The fuck?
I can't wait to fall asleep to that fight.
Man, what the hell? All this to avoid Oscar Duarte, by the way. Who was it by no means an unbeatable demon.
No, Fierro.
I mean, he almost lost to
made
Lemos.
Made it pretty
Oh,
clear.
Fierro had like blood gushing out of his ears and like had him up like he had no idea where he was.
Duarte would have easily been Duarte, but Duarte also could have given him problems too. This is a guy who almost lost Lemos. We're talking about.
I mean, this is the mighty George Cambosos vanquisher, Richardson Hitchens.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Whatever.
We love that. We love that here.
I'm over it. I hate Sufa. Stop.
Devin did it twice.
Lomachenko did it better.
Lomachenko did
Exactly.
do it better. That's the one I'll say.
Tyson Fury returning on August 1st in Dublin. Opponent to be determined.
It's got to be some mid-tier contender, I will say.
It's gonna be Hrgovic.
I gotta say, I was thinking Hrgovic too.
It's gonna. Dave Allen is the Tyson Fury gatekeeper. It seems.
Further
They're not
down
gonna
the bill,
put.
Moses Itauma returning August 8th. Hrgovic being the likely opponent.
I only doubt it'll be Hrgovic because if Usyk drops that IBF belt because they don't have Usyk. That Usyk has to make a fight with Sanchez now that mandatory's been called, or he's got to drop the belt.
WBC is also ordering their mandatory be filled with Caballel.
And they have time limits, and the time limit is end of June for both, which gives July, late August. If they just bump the card back 3 weeks, Itama can fight for a belt instead of Hrgovic. So we'll know in like 2 weeks whether it's going to be Hrgovic or Sanchez for Itama. Because as much as Hrgovic will give a family-sized bag of chips instead of jack shit. That Sanchez will give Itama the belt means a lot more than fighting Hrgovic.
A full belt versus a mandatory position.
Yeah, so you're just gonna we're gonna have to see, but it's not unlikely that Usyk just drops the IBF, fights Caballel, and then Itama being the second number 2 contender now.
To face.
Honestly, I feel like
trust.
Queensberry would want to spread their cards out. Have one of their each guy on one of the belts. They got Dubois, WBO. They got Itauma and IBF. Potentially Caballel on the WBC. Just that have a champion, 3 champions, I think.
And then WBA being what, Murat Gassiev, Tony Yoka winner?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Obvious, like weakest champion of the crop. But yeah, dude, like heavyweight, it might not be heating up as far as American heavyweights or like Canadian heavyweights, but it's fucking hot right now. Let's see what is also hot. Sharnika Johnson facing Dina Torsland on August 5th. Different kind of hot, but what are you gonna do? WBO and IBF will be hosting a joint convention in December. They're doing this a joint thing because they are both under the U.S. jurisdiction. WBO being based in Puerto Rico. So, yeah. We talked about last time the IBF rulings. I expect by the time this convention rolls around in December, all of those mandatory calls that they made will have been fulfilled, and they'll be making their next round of calls. WBO with their new chief, it sounds like they mean business the same way the IBF does. I believe they told the WBF chief is a lawyer. I don't remember his name, but somebody made somebody on Twitter, they said something about corruption in the WBO. It's like, oh well, if you have proof, here's the phone number to the FBI. Like, prove it, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
And-
this new WBO chief means business. I like it.
Especially, well, he has to with Zuffa around. Like when
Yeah.
you're the least legitimate belt,
Right.
and Zuffa is whole big on the no belts thing.
Got to
You gotta-
defend
you gotta-
whatever little territory you have. You got to defend
You
that.
gotta nut up.
Yeah.
You gotta nut up.
I mean, there's room to get some notoriety here, with all the recent WBA and WBC BS going on.
Yeah, with all those.
There's a way to
their
legitimize.
shenanigans. It
This
is.
conversation is.
That's how the IBF, you know.
It's been
That's
had.
what
This
I did.
conversation's been had with the WBO since 2008, when they gained legitimacy, and they always seem to do their own brand of shenanigans. So, I will wait and see to see if they actually mean business or if they just kind of go with everyone else. The IBF is the only one that's ever really stood on business, being honest.
Well, when they got raided in the 90s, early 90s.
Yeah.
I think if the WBO kind of takes a little brother role to the IBF here, it's a really big step in the right direction. With what WBA continues to do, with what WBC has been doing lately, nothing. If they lose the branding, whatever Bob orders, then that's a step in the right direction. They need to. The biggest thing I think for the WBO to gain legitimacy is that they need to step away from the clear public perception of favoritism to Top Rank and Queensberry.
The Queensberry one has always been so baffling to me because I get that they were made because, you know, the WBC and the OPBF as a result formed to represent like different areas of the world that traditionally it's very America centric. But why would a Europe focused one exclusively favor a smaller UK promotion? It's very weird. I understand Top Rank because they pull guys from Europe. They have good talent scouting stemming from when they'd have to find opponents for Ali.
Get guys to compete for WBO instead of EBU on their
like
climb.
I get Top Rank's affiliation because their talent scouting is very similar. But like the Queensberry one's always been baffling to me because the UK has always kind of rejected the WBO too. Like they're big, like Bruno and Lewis, and like Nigel Benn and everything. They're always more friendly with the WBC.
Well, that was back in the day. I mean, you have
No,
see
but
a
I'm just,
couple more Brit fighters.
but it's not a new thing. Is the thing, like when Tommy Morrison lost, like Michael Bent was a British guy who got, or out of nowhere got the WBO shot against Morrison. So like it's always been a thing that the WBO always favors Queensberry guys, but like the UK at large doesn't reciprocate this. So I'm just curious to know where this historical relation got created. If that makes sense.
Last bit, Lomachenko is looking to fight Charlie Suarez on his return.
On Zuffa, I'm guessing.
I hope
If Charlie Suarez is the opponent we're picking,
not gonna be a
Suarez is a
top rank
top rank
fight.
guy.
I
I don't think it's gonna be a top rank fight though, because I mean, unless he resigns, because his
contract
deal with Top Rank
expired,
ended,
yeah.
and he immediately came out of retirement afterwards. You guys know that?
Yes.
He did wait out his deal.
Yeah,
Um,
he tricked everybody.
I'm thinking that he wants to take away Suarez's mandatory position to Nav.
yeah.
Just my thinking. But that's all we got for the news, unless there's something I missed.
No.
All right.
We got stuff.
The social media handle, LVX Media Net. Follow us on whatever fucking platforms you like to use. If you are feeling a little froggy, why don't you leave us a rating? It really helps move us up the search algorithm. And the real froggy part is fucking hit the share button, drop us in your group chat, and yeah, why don't you recruit more people to listeners. The calendar, lvxmedia.net/boxing. I would call it a very complete and very thorough calendar. And while you're there, check out the written content on the Wayside Sports Review. All right. Let's be real. Building or rebuilding credit can feel like trying to open a door that's already locked. You need credit to get credit, right? It's a loop that doesn't make much sense. So, meet Current. It's the key that actually fits into that lock. Current doesn't just help you build your future, it helps you handle your right here and now. Unlike most secured cards that lock your cash away, Current offers a cash advance feature that's available on qualified direct deposits. Because life doesn't wait for your credit score to go up before the card needs a repair or the electric bill needs to be paid, Current loves to give a good head start by putting money back in your pocket. Set up a qualified direct deposit of $200 or more with Current, and you'll get a $100 bonus right to your account. It's $100 just for signing up. No jumping through hoops, no hidden traps, just a path to better credit, cash when you need it, and $100 to kick things off. Go to lvx.be/current and get signed up today, or use referral code LEONARDA798. You ever feel like you're staring at your screen through a thick layer of fog? You've got the coffee, you've got the to-do list, but your brain just isn't clicking into gear. Most of us just reach for another hit of caffeine, but that usually just leads to a crash, not a breakthrough. It's time to upgrade your cognitive fuel with psilocybin. This isn't just another supplement, it's a powerhouse of magical mushrooms that's been used for centuries to support mental clarity. It's the key weapon for anyone who needs to stay sharp and focused for the long haul. Psilocybin works by supporting your brain's natural ability to grow and repair neurons. We're talking improved memory, sharper concentration, and a steady flow of mental energy that doesn't leave you jittering, just alert. Whether you're grinding through a complex project, studying for a big exam, or you're just trying to stay locked in on what you're doing, this is the clarity you've been looking for. Stop struggling with the fog and start tapping into your full potential. Go to lvx.be/soul, get 30% off your order, help us out a little bit in the process. That's lvx.be/soul. Into the recaps. First things first, raised promotions in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Murodjon Akhmadaliev, also known as MJ, gets a stoppage in 4 over Hegli Mosqueda. Just wanted to point that one out. He moved up the featherweight for some reason.
It's that Nick Ball super fight.
Oh boy.
It's gonna sell 10 pay-per-views. Just wait.
MF Pro on DAZN. Siko Nkotole got the UD over Charlie Edwards in the main event. We talked about Nkotole last time when we were talking about the IBF mandatories. So
Yep.
he is in line for that. Saturday, May 30th, the main event of RCC Promotions on DAZN. Dimitri Bivol gets the UD over Michael Eifert. Bivol limits Eifert to 12 total punches landed over the course of 12 rounds. I didn't know that statistic when I had formed the thought that I feel like Bivol could have done more. This is a fight that Bivol should have stopped.
As always.
He had him wobbly in round 1.
He had him fucking figured out from the first round, like you said. Like I don't understand why you're. I don't get it. Maybe I should have watched like the post-fight conference and gotten a little bit more insight. But I can't imagine the Russian reporters were asking him the hard questions. Still, we talked about last time, Bivol, the Russian oligarchs are wanting to put together the Beterbiev trilogy in Russia. Not the fight I'm very interested in seeing. As far as I'm concerned, Bivol is 2-0. I don't see what further questions a trilogy really answers.
Yeah, come on, give us
That
Benavidez.
fight or Cal Smith fight.
We want Benavidez, baby.
We
That's
want
what
Benavidez.
Yeah. It's either it's the three options for Bivol are Benavidez, Callum Smith, or in Better Beef. Yeah.
And
two of those
Zach
options are
Shelley.
way easier.
Zach
Zach, sorry,
Shelley.
Zach Shelley,
Shelley.
the teacher.
Working class warrior, Zach Shelley.
It would be worth if Bivol Beterbiev, it's one of those making an offer you can't refuse kind of things. Like the money is so good you can't turn it down. Which that's what it sounds like it's gonna be. For Benavidez, I think a good use of his time would be to beat Callum Smith, take that WBO mandatory position, or what organization was the Morel Chelly? Was that for a
Might have
ranking?
been IBF.
Okay.
Might have just been for fun. Because Zach Shelley was very unheralded.
I'll have you know he was the English champion.
Yeah, I already said unheralded.
But if Benavidez isn't going to get the fight right away, which it doesn't look like he is, it would be ideal for him to position himself to make in such a way to make himself undeniable. Boxer at the Wembley Arena. What do I got here? Fucking Francesca Hennessy gets a stoppage in 6. Congrats to her. Adam Azim stops Steve Claggett in 3. I expected...
That was actually kind of crazy.
Why... Am I dumb? I expected better out of Steve Claggett. Am I dumb?
A little bit. Adam Azim is really
Okay.
good against these bums. He's really good against bums.
He did what Teo couldn't.
He looks like I will say Azim looks he looks exceptional against bums. If you are old or if you suck, he will look like the best fighter who ever lived.
You will get Azimed.
Yeah, like Adam Azim looks really, really good against a very specific kind of like C tier like guy.
Kurt Scooby
See.
spot C tier.
Yeah.
Hey,
Or Kurt Scooby.
like, you know what I mean? Kurt Scooby, he looks really good. I'm not sure if he'll carry that if he moves up in class anytime soon, but he looks really good. Can crushing.
He's doing the best with what Boxer can provide him.
Yeah. Like, it's very, you should probably be excited about this guy just because, holy hell, he looks phenomenal against these guys.
140 Dark Horse.
We are not about to call him the boogeyman.
No, hell no. not
I know there's
Boogeyman.
already people
Hell
trying to start it.
no.
I
What?
saw some discourse online talking about how Adam Azim is the boogeyman. How people are avoiding him now.
Hell no. Richardson Hitchens might be avoiding him, but overall, no.
I would just call
Richards
him
is a bitch. Ways
the
everybody.
low reward medium high risk type of guy. But Boogeyman, well, I don't fucking think so. GAR wrecks this dude. Who else
Yeah,
is at
100%.
140 right now?
Hiroka.
Dalton Smith, your fellow countryman.
Dalton Smith. Okay. If Dalton Smith knocks him out, it better be in a PowerPoint and not. I don't want to see anything above 10 frames. With
I think Dalton Smith is actually a good fight for them, for Smith and Azim. That's a good fight.
Be
to
a good
make.
regional bout.
Yeah. Like setting themselves up to be food for the other, like actual champions.
the real contenders.
Yeah. Hiraoka probably fucks up Adam Azim. I think Josh, you pointed him out.
Yeah. Hiroka is shockingly good. I can't lie. He did surprise me with the GR.
My prediction is coming true. I didn't say that Hiroka was going to win, but I felt that he was going to demonstrate himself to people in a way that made them believers. It was a high tier, gave it a go situation.
Mm-hmm.
But enough of Boxer. I'm gonna skip ahead to MVP W3 at the County Coliseum in El Paso, Texas. What do we got here? Jessica Plata, UD over Brooke Cibrian. Lourdes Juarez beats Yocasta Valle by split decision to retain the WBC light flyweight title. Desley Robinson retains the IBF WBO middleweight titles over Mary Spencer. Amanda Serrano stops Cheyenne Hansen in 2.
And ties Christy Martin's stoppage record in title fights.
That's right.
I was literally about to say, made history.
Important tidbit, even if it really wasn't that impressive, honestly.
Well, it's still something, you know. It's still.
So no, like the historical
Achievement.
implication is good. The opponent was not, but
Yeah.
I mean,
We're doing the best we can with what we have on the women's side of the boxing house. Yeah, so Serrano retains WBA, WBO featherweight titles. And in the main event, Stephanie Hahn, the WBA lightweight champion, retains her title by majority decision over Holly Holm. I don't know if I agree with this one.
yeah, I don't know. Another draw, please.
Overall, it was a good night of fights. Like, especially like on the lady side of things. Like, typically they're not this entertaining.
Did we go over the Ray Ford Foster fight?
Not yet. I skipped
Not yet.
just
Okay.
to give that one the last bit of time.
Okay, fair enough.
But
Meat
yeah,
and potatoes.
let's get to it. Matchroom on DAZN at the Fertitta Center in Houston, Texas. Starting off at the bottom, we've got Javon Woodard stopping Miguel Flores in 8. Jaden Britton stops Najee West in 4. Frank Espinoza retires Bryce Blackwell. Julian Montalvo stops Maximus Moya in 4. Zaquin Moses. Man, when you're a blue chip prospect, it feels like you should be getting stoppages, but he gets a UD over Travis Crawford, who's a battle-tested veteran, shall we say. You'd think that
Yes.
like you get the stoppage here, but what are you gonna do? You know who should have gotten the stoppage though? Omari Jones, UD over Diego Osuna. I was joking, like kind of jokingly saying, like, is Amari Jones a bum? Are we overestimating what are we? am I investing too much of myself into him, and like I'm being let down by my own expectations?
We're gonna get to the main, but I will say we did see the ghost of Amari Jones' future fight O'Shaquie Foster. the ghost of Amari Jones' past. I mean,
You know, I gotta tell you, I don't think it was that bad of a performance. That was pretty just standard.
Pretty
Obviously, you
lopsided.
should be knocking
yes.
guys like these out, but
yeah, but you don't.
I mean-
you don't want standard. You don't want like.
yeah, 100%. You don't want standard, but
We watched Adam Azim explode, like blow up a guy who was about to blow up guys who are the same caliber. Like you want that.
well, at
not
the same time, I mean, honestly, this is at least what I noticed. It looked like Omari just wasn't in it that night.
Mm.
He seemed disinterested. His team looked pretty disinterested. I don't know.
Maybe.
I feel like they're maybe taking the shit too lightly, because Diego was clearly a class below. There was no reason that Omari should be going the distance with this kind of guy.
No.
It was a dominant performance. I think it's worth pointing that out. It was a dominant performance. It's just like, fuck, dude, like you're clearly better. So what's the deal? I think pointing out Adam Azim sparking out Steve Claggett, it's not a bad comparison. Like that's
No.
what you're supposed to be doing at this level.
Not at all.
Still, Omari Jones, I'm going to hold out hope. Got to believe in my American prospects. Charlie Sheehy, the recent acquisition from Top Rank, stops Jarrett Gonzalez in 9. I'm surprised it took you 9, my man.
Yep. 9 is 9.
And in the main event, O'Shaquie Foster throws Ray Ford out of the ring on his way
Hilarious,
to a majority
by the way.
decision.
The way
It was a
Ray
mistaken
Ford
loss.
the way Ray Ford just kind of went limp and like flew out like
It's like a fucking
Oh.
nose
Like
dive.
Superman.
Yeah, he Supermaned his way out.
out of the ring. Hilarious. Don't care.
That could have
about
gone so
Black-
wrong, dude.
It could
Yeah,
have.
we
we
could've
watched
catched
it
it.
He could have hit
when,
his head or
Mon-
something.
Watched
Yeah.
it when Montana Love decided to be the wrestler and throw the guy over the ropes a couple years ago. But you know what? I don't mind. This fight was not that close, honestly. Ray Ford would land some attention-grabbing shots, but Foster does what he does best and neutralizes his opponent.
I gotta give my apologies to O'Shaquie Foster. I ever since his Top Rank days, I've severely underrated him as a fighter, and
He's
honestly,
an overachiever, to be fair.
he is an overachiever. But I mean, honestly, this is a performance. It was damn good, really damn good.
It depends
I
on
gotta
how
say.
much weight. It depends on how much stock you put into Ray Ford. In full honesty,
I don't.
Well,
put that
I would
much,
say Ray
to be
Ford is-
honest.
Well, I would say he's one of the top contenders at 130.
One of the
100%.
better contenders. I don't know about top. Let me
No.
look
Well,
at
who else
who's
is there?
at
Who else is
130.
there?
Yeah, let me
That's the
look.
thing. Who else was there?
I'm thinking more weak weight class. Like
Hmm.
this is a weight class that Anthony Kakachi holds a belt in.
Yeah.
And like Oscar Valdez is still kicking at this weight class.
Nav's.
I mean, it was
top
fun
dog.
seeing Shakur get pissed off at the end, dude. That was funny.
Nav is the top
I
dog.
just-
Foster's number 2. Kakachi's 3. Mosa
Nunes.
Golam is 4. 5
Bronco
is
Lara.
Mauricio Lara. 6 is Oscar Valdez. 7 is Sugar Nunez. 8 is
7?
Masanori Rikishi. Number 9
Yeah.
is Elnor Samadov. And number 10 is Sembatar Erdenbat.
I can't respect that ranking, dude. They're putting
It's
Nunez at
box
fucking
rec.
7.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Box rec. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like Lee Wood and Venado Lopez are still at this weight class too on around the Ray Ford. And I'm like, It's tough because it depends on how much weight you put into Ray Ford. When it was like it was so obvious, pretty much from like the early Matchroom USA days, which he was a product of, that he was probably gonna flame out at the top of whatever division he ended up at.
Well, you know what? I get it what you're saying, but at the same time, I also some of the stuff that Foster was doing in the ring too was, I gotta say, it was pretty damn sweet to see.
Yeah, no, like
Using angles.
Foster, absolute overachiever, definite top of the weight class. Ford is like, this is the most he was ever gonna accomplish, though. I'm not. Foster did what he was supposed to against an opponent that had some wrinkles, but honestly will not reach that ceiling.
I gotta say, I think Foster beats Navarrete. I gotta
Yeah.
say, I think he 12-0s him.
Well, the thing I hate that I have to like think about Nav in like
Nutritionist
Positive light
Nav
now.
is a
the nutrition, because it's just the fact that like, wow, he hasn't had that explosiveness ever, and now he does, and it's scary because like he already had a physical advantage that he abused the hell out of,
gorilla arms and a gas
but now
tank.
he has explosiveness, and that's. I'm not saying he's a better boxer than Foster, but it's scary that there's now some more mustard behind what was a volume guy before.
Foster
But I
is
gotta
a
say,
fucking
too,
beautiful
Foster-
operator, but like by no.
Distance management.
No,
Go on,
Foster.
Distance management's fire.
Foster's like I. Foster should outbox him. I'm just like, Nav is dangerous, and you can't count him out because that explosiveness with his gas tank is a threat. Like, I don't like Nav. I think he totally lost against Liam Wilson, like both in being robbed of the stoppage, but also the scales. But listen, man, like Liam Wilson showing up weighing 6 pounds under the limit is like, what are we doing?
Could you not be more obvious?
Yeah, and they this was a COVID weigh-in, so it happened behind closed doors. Like,
I would like to
But-
see Foster against Kakachi as a unification, and to finally rid us of Kakachi's company. And then we can do like an undisputed situation with Nav.
Yeah.
Well, Nav sorts out his situation with Suarez, because
Yeah.
he owes Suarez the rematch.
here's Suarez a rematch. So I want to see, yeah. Because I was gonna say, like, we can put an end to that era of weird British European title swapping, so everyone gets a belt. Everyone gets to hold the belt type thing before Kakachi just takes it back. But we put an end. I agree with Leo's plan here.
Who is this Mosa Golam?
Yeah, I haven't seen. I
I've
only
never
found
heard
out
of you,
about him
dude.
today. It's not. Let's see. He has a loss to
He's a world
Elnur
hopper.
Samedov.
So he
Yeah, he's a
fights out of
globetrotter.
Spain, fought in Russia where he lost by a close decision. So I would think, you lose a close decision to a Russian in Russia, you probably won.
Yeah.
He's fought in Abu Dhabi, in Cuba, Argentina. Who is this mysterious man?
We'll see him eventually.
We will, absolutely, because like he clearly, if he's in the top 5 of BoxRec, like he's climbed the fucking ranks. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see him eventually. Oh shit! We've only gone through the recaps, and we still got the whole fucking preview section to go.
These previews are pretty thin, though.
There's
I
one.
don't have much. I don't have much about them.
All right, let me get the last notes out of the way. the Patreon stuff, if you want to hear what we talk about before we get on the podcast, you can go to lvx.be/Patreon. If you would like to join us in the chat, do you want to see Giants for yourself? Experience what it is? Just kidding. Don't do
Why
that.
are we advertising Giants? What the?
I'm gonna cut that out. That's not good. If you would like to join us in the chat, we get together on fight nights. Like even the random shit that's on like Thursdays and Fridays, we still get together and we have a good time. lvx.be/Discord. If you would like to get yourself some podcast related threads, lvx.be/shop. I have a fair few shirts from our line, and they're comfortable. They're fucking durable. Overall, I would say good quality. And last bit, 833-589-7637. I want to hear your thoughts. What did you think of Ray Ford doing a swan dive out of the ring? 833 Lux Pots. Is there anything worse than that nagging suspicion that you clicked on the wrong thing? We use our devices for everything now, for banking, shopping, connecting with friends and family, and it's stressful to have to constantly worry if your data is safe while you're just trying to live your life. Good security shouldn't be complicated, and it definitely shouldn't slow you down. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Malwarebytes. It's the next generation of security designed to give you complete peace of mind without requiring a degree in computer science to use it. You just set and forget. With Malwarebytes, you install it once and it just works. It provides top-tier protection against malware, spyware, ransomware, all the hits, all the big ones, all the nasty stuff. And it even cleans up existing infections and optimizes your device. It's like having a security expert monitoring your devices 24/7. I spent nearly 20 years in the IT industry and I trust Malwarebytes for all my security needs. Go to lvx.be/MWB, shop the different subscription tiers. You got single devices or family plans. You can look at their VPN option and ad blocking. Try it risk-free today. lvx.be/MWB. Get yourself a nice discount and help us out in the process. Think about the last time you enjoyed a crisp apple, a handful of almonds, or even your morning coffee. We owe those simple pleasures to the hardest workers on the planet, honeybees. But right now, bees are facing unprecedented challenges from habitat loss and climate change, and they need our help to keep working. That's why we partnered with Project Honeybees. They aren't just a conservation group, they're a community dedicated to restoring hive populations and connecting us with the hives they save. And the best part is you can wear your support on your sleeve, in a literal sense. The Project Honeybees create stunning handcrafted bee-themed jewelry, from delicate gold necklaces to sterling silver bumblebee earrings, and each piece is a conversation starter. More importantly though, every single purchase directly funds the placement of new hives, rescue of bees that are hived in precarious spots, and the protection of local pollinators. When you wear Project Honeybees, you're telling the world that you stand for nature's most vital workers. Look good and do even better. Help us save the bees one beautiful piece at a time. Go to lvx.be/bees and use the discount code LEO33862 for a nice little discount. That's lvx.be/bees. Be the change. Okay, previews. Last things. Thursday, June 11th, we have an Eye of the Tiger card. I don't recognize anybody, but the main event, Wilkins Matthew versus Esquiva Falcao.
I'm sorry, I'm squinting. I'm actually looking at this. Yeah, no, I recognize Chevo, but that's because he was... I'm surprised they kept him on these cards after he lost, but...
Oh, Layla Baudouin.
Oh yeah, Layla Baudouin, yeah.
She's fighting for the interim WBA super featherweight title versus Paulina Angel.
Nice.
Ugh. Let's roll on Saturday, June 13th. MF Pro, Manchester Arena in England. There's only one fight that I just really struggle to care about, and that's Tommy Fury versus Eddie Hall.
Fight of the year. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm beside myself with.
You know what I really want this to go? I want this to go in a specific direction that is another meme fight from a Jake Paul opponent. Do you remember when Hakeem Rotman Jr. fought Greg Hardy?
No.
So the size different. Rotman was like, it was a Misfits fight, but it was a professional fight on a Misfits card. And Rotman got dropped and beaten by UB by Greg Hardy just because of size, because he really did not belong at heavyweight. And Greg Hardy is this like former NFL washout who fights MMA, and like he's a horrible, horrible person.
Greg Hardy was on a recent UFC card.
Yeah, he just got flattened on the recent UFC card.
Yeah.
It was ugly. But I really want this Tommy Fury fight to go in the same direction, where it's like you just kind of get clubbed in the head by a big dude, and we never have to hear from you again.
A guy who's like 100 pounds bigger than you.
Yeah, you just get clubbed in the head by him because it doesn't matter how nice your jab looks. It's a guy 100 pounds bigger than you.
Huge guy.
You're a light heavyweight fighting a guy who weighs 300 pounds. You get clubbed in the head and go down, and that's it. We don't see you again.
He's
I got
swinging
Tommy
an
Fury.
arm that can move hundreds of pounds. That's
And it's not
it's like a really big fucking arm.
Yeah. And I don't put like weight into like the bodybuilders boxers thing, but Tommy Fury is also not a serious boxer in the slightest.
But he knows a lot more than freaking Eddie Hall.
Yeah, so did Rotman over Greg Hardy, the football player.
Yeah.
But it's just, and again, that's why pound for pound exists. Sometimes the size differential is so grotesque that it's like Tommy Fury is in essence fat 175. He's a fat light heavyweight in essence, and Eddie Hall is a super super heavyweight. So I'm just saying, I've seen this one on Misfits already.
Well,
And I'm-
all you've done is make me care even less about this.
Exactly,
this
that was
whole
the goal.
fucking-
You do not have to care.
I have a very minimal professional interest in that. Just to see. I just need to know the outcome. I don't really give a fuck how it goes down. MVPW 4 at the Caribe Royale in Orlando, Florida. I'm just going to cherry pick. Jasmine Artiga versus Natalie Delgado. The Artiga is the WBA Super Flyweight champ. Tiara Brown, the WBC Featherweight champ, versus Hannah Rapp. IBF, WBA, WBO Light Flyweight champ Evelyn Bermudez versus Estefani Alegria. And O'Shea Jones versus Elia Carranza. Jones is the IBF Super Welterweight champ. So, MVP continuing to put on title fights. Nothing but. I would
Good for
like
them.
I would like for the winner of Bermudez and Alegria to unify with what's her fucking putts? Juarez. Like, you got all the talent. Like, let's quit fucking around here. I think, as Canelo said one time, hay que dejar de las mamadas. Oh shit! Last one for June 13th, Matchroom on DAZN at the Desert Diamond Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. I will indeed be there.
Go on, my son.
The King returns.
Go on, my son.
I think that's what I'm gonna say. As Bam walks
The King
out.
returns. You're that much of a fan of Ronnie Alvarez, so
Oh yeah, oh boy, I love Ronnie Alvarez and his
It's
his
a
slick
pretty,
attitude.
It's a pretty weak card, all things considered. The one
Here by
fight
me.
that I did note: Arturo Popoca versus Jordan Martinez. Jordan is a local kid, and they had a pretty good fight last time. So, otherwise, Ronnie Alvarez is facing Philip Stankovic. How could you?
It's gonna be a stanky fight.
How could you not be all of a dither? But the main event, WBA bantamweight champion Antonio Vargas is facing super flyweight 3-belt champ Bam Rodriguez.
I go right there. I'm gonna make easy money on this fight. Actually, fun fact: my dad and I made a bet. He said, "Oh, Bam's going up to a new weight. He's fighting a champion. And I don't think he's gonna knock him out. I think he's gonna go the distance." I was like, "Oh yeah, really? Let's bet $50." And once we bet the $50, I showed him his box. I showed him his record. He's like, "Ah, fuck."
It's good
I'm
money.
not even like I love Bam. I'm not high on him versus Inoue, but like this is he's gonna kill Vargas.
He's gonna get a knockout. Not much to say on this one.
Like the anti-Bam agenda is not because I actually hate Bam. I just don't believe he can beat either of the Japanese guys in his vicinity. This is not even an insult to Bam. But he's gonna completely fry Vargas.
No, yeah, Vargas is cooked.
Like, it's not. It's if it like, it will go triple platinum in chat if Bam gets knocked down in any way.
Oh, that'll look bad. Like at least
It'll
with
look bad.
Estrada, it's like a veteran, like a legend, living
Yeah,
legend.
it's Estrada. This
Yeah.
guy's been on the pound for pound list since half the users on our damn Discord were in diapers. Like,
It's acceptable with Estrada, but
yeah, but with Vargas, no,
like, no,
it's
fuck
going
no.
triple platinum. But yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm excited for it. I'm excited
Oh,
to see Bam again. We'll see if I have to resell my ticket. Matchroom. Hook it
Go
up.
on, my son.
Hook your boy up. If they hook me up, then I can't yell "Go on, my son." But you're supposed
Yeah.
to be neutral in the press section. Yeah. Well.
It's okay. You can get me on Discord call and raise your phone up, and I can yell. With Saul and I can yell, "Go on, my son."
We'll all say
You
it
bring
together.
You bring a JBL speaker and your phone, and you connect it. You can just be like, "Come on, my son." Well, I'll speak it. Bam Rodriguez, take my energy as Vargas is like already down and out.
Kick a man while he's down.
You know, maybe Bam needed the "Go on, my sons." Who knows? Anything can happen. It's boxing.
That's true. That's true.
Oh man, last card Sunday, June 14th, Salida on DAZN at the GLC Live at 20 Monroe in Grand Rapids. The only reason I picked this one up as I go up the card, it's not this one, but Brian Jennings, if you remember him, is back.
Brian Jennings is still fighting.
He is back in an 8-rounder against Robert Sims. I picked it up because Troy Isley versus Leonardo Di Stefano. Troy Isley is a recent acquisition to Salida. This
What
is
a
like
name, by the way.
Leonardo Di Stefano.
What a name, but
I usually wouldn't cheer against Troy Isley, but I don't want to have to tell Di Stefano that he has to change his name. Like, bitch, if you lose, fucking quit disgracing me.
yeah, the name's a little touchy there.
Um,
Brian Jennings that's crazy.
it
Sorry.
is.
I'm just like, holy hell. Yeah, he's only 41 too. I thought he was older. But whatever.
Joshua Pagan is facing Rodolfo Bustamante, and Jonathan Gonzalez versus Abraham Perez, interim WBA flyweight title on the line. And that's it. That's all we got on the docket. Same day, like fuck, dude, am I gonna be watching Salida Promotions or am I gonna be watching?
Yes, you are.
UFC Freedom 250. Oh, fuck.
You can dual wield, by which I mean put on a movie.
I'll rewatch The Martian, or you know what? I actually just bought Project Hail Mary, which I hear is
That's
really good.
you know what? It's not like a total masterpiece, like, but visually it's very nice.
That's what I heard.
Like,
Visually,
it's
it's really good.
it's the best.
It's a great
family
movie
friendly
too.
movie.
Don't
It's the best
undersell it. It's a
family-
fantastic movie.
No, I will undersell it because it's no masterpiece. Like, the novel kind of sucks.
I like the
But-
book.
No,
The
no,
best-
no.
It's the best family friendly movie you'll ever watch. Like,
It's a great
there's-
movie, man.
I really
You'll love
like
it.
it.
I thought the book was fun. I don't give a fuck
I
about.
just
spoiling it.
don't like Andy Weir's prose. He interrupts the story with a lot of the technical explanations.
Valid. That's completely valid.
Like, as a writer, I think it's a little clunky. Like, there could have been a glossary at the back of the book with like footnotes.
Yeah, that's
And like,
totally valid. He does the same thing
It's-
in The Martian.
yeah, because there's a spot in the novel where like you just cannot have a technical explanation on how the atmospheres work, like the clashing atmospheres of the characters work, right in this moment. Like in the movie, it just flows seamlessly and it's great.
Well, we are gonna head out. That's it for this edition of the Boxing B-Sides. We'll fucking catch you on the other side of BAM!
Go on, my son.
Go on, my son. That's my parting words. Go on, my son.
Why should a boxing fan watch MMA?
Okay, here's my pitch. The reason that a boxing fan would consider watching MMA in the year of our Lord 2026 is that MMA is cheaper and more accessible than it's ever been in its lifetime. Our biggest organization, the UFC, has done away with pay-per-views. It's now just like a $15 a month payment to Paramount Plus, and you get 40 plus fight cards a year. And it's not just the UFC. You have organizations like ONE FC and Ryzen that put stuff directly on YouTube for free to watch. And you're able to see a wide variety of high level skills. Like, this is not just like amateur hour shit, unless we're talking about the heavyweight division, but boxing fans can relate to the gap of skill there. These are some of the most talented athletes in the world, and they're fighting, especially like, if I can point out the Muay Thai stuff that happens in ONE FC, it's phenomenal. Another reason that a boxing fan would want to jump in now is that I think, unlike a lot of the cards you're used to watching in boxing, MMA cards are worth watching from the start. Like, you don't have to wait until the co-main to see something that isn't complete nerd shit. Most of the times you're seeing, even if it's a lower skill ceiling, you're still seeing fights that are exciting and compelling to watch. We just came off the backs of UFC 327, and that card top to bottom was like absolutely stacked. So great example. You can watch the whole thing for, in bits and pieces or from start to finish in Paramount Plus right now if you subscribe. So Paramount, give us some money. We're doing marketing for you. So that would be my pitch.
Perfect. If you do decide to give MMA a shot, then why don't you check out Ultimate Effin' Casuals? It's kind of the same format. We talk the fights that happened the past weekend, and then the stuff coming up this weekend. Give it a shot. It's Ultimate Effin' Casuals.